Good afternoon, all, and welcome to the second class of the anatomy class. The second class of the anatomy class is on the connective tissue. Okay, see here, it is widely distributed general type of tissue which supports, binds, and protects the special tissue of the body. Connective tissue is made up of cells and extracellular matter. If you see any connective tissue in the body, it is made up of cells and the extracellular matrix. Okay, so what are the different types of cells in the connective tissue? If you see here, the different types of cells in the connective tissue are fibroblast, adipose cells or fat cells, macrophages or plasmatocyte, plasma cell, mast cells, and histaminocyte, undifferentiated mesenchymal cell, pigment cells, lymphocytes, and the neutrophils. So just know what are the different types of cells in the connective tissue: fibroblast, adipose cells, fat cell, macrophages, plasma cell, mast cell, undifferentiated mesenchymal cell, pigment cell, and lymphocyte and neutrophil. So this is just to know, okay, what do you mean by, like when you come to the anatomy, there are some terms they use. So just learn what do you mean by this word. What do you mean by ligament? Ligament means two bones are connected to each other by ligament. So if I tell you ligament, so you have to know the two bones are connected to each other by ligament. Ligaments are fibrous band which connects the adjoining bones, forming the integral part of the joint, are important agent in maintaining stability at the joint. So see here, you can see the two bones are connected by ligament, so they form a stability to the joint. Okay, what do you mean by word tendon? Tendon means muscle connected to a bone by a tendon. So know the difference between ligament and tendon. Ligament means two bones are connected, that is by ligament. Tendon means muscle is connected to bone by tendon. Okay, what do you mean by word raphe? In the abdomen, you see that is called a raphe. A raphe is a linear fibrous band formed by interdigitation of the tendinous or aponeurotic ends of the muscle. You can see, you have heard about six packs and all. Okay, so the middle you see the part, no? See the two muscles on the either side are connected by a raphe. Example for raphe is linea alba and mylohyoid. So these are the two things. One is called a linea alba, one more is called as mylohyoid. So you have to know what do you mean by raphe. That means the muscle are connected to each other by a part that is called as a raphe. So you can see in the figure that is the linea alba. Okay, this is about the figure of the adipose tissue. If you see here in the adipose tissue, you can see how to draw the diagram of the adipose tissue. So if you see a adipose tissue, if I tell you, it is like signet ring in appearance with the cytoplasm a little bit, and you can shade here with the cytoplasm there, and with the blue color you draw a nucleus. So this is the part what you see that is called as the nucleus. So this is how the adipose tissue. You see adipose tissue is also called as a fat cell. So that you see that is called as the adipose tissue. Okay, this is about the adipose tissue. The adipose tissue is also called as a fat cell. If they ask you short notes on the adipose tissue, write how it appears. Like the appearance of the adipose tissue is like signet ring in appearance with the nucleus on at the peripheral with the cytoplasm, a little bit of cytoplasm is present. That is called adipose tissue. The adipose tissue, you know, fat cell. It is present whole of the body. You see the fat cell. Okay, next class is on the topic. The next topic you are looking here, that is called as the cartilage. Okay, what do you mean by definition of the cartilage? Cartilage is a specialized type of dense connective tissue designed to give support, bear weight, and withstand tension, torsion, and bending. You see bending. Okay, that all that is withstand by this type of tissue, that is by the cartilage. So cartilage is a specialized type of dense connective tissue designed to give support, bear weight, and withstand tension, torsion, and bending. Okay. Okay, general feature of the cartilage. Cartilage support regions of the body that require flexibility. Okay, where you see more flexible, like in joint and all, the two joints are connected. So their flexibility is there though. And next feature, if you see, it is non-nervous structure. Poor regeneration capacity means if it got damaged, the regeneration capacity is poor, usually surrounded by perichondria except articular cartilage and fibrocartilage. What do you mean by this, Atal? So just know it is very flexibility, non-nervous structure, poor regeneration capacity. Okay, so these are the features if you see in the cartilage. Okay, what are the components of the cartilage? What are the component you see in the cartilage? See here, there are two types. One is called as cell and one more is called as matrix. So the cells of the cartilage are called as chondrocyte. So matrix means what do you see? Like how the framework of the cartilage is, like it consists of fibers. Okay, the fibers are called as collagen fibers and elastic fiber, and the ground substance is called a tissue and glycogen aminoglycans and proteoglycan. This is the ground substance. So remember the cartilage. What are the cells of the cartilage? They are called as a chondrocyte. The chondrocytes are the cells of it, and the matrix here is called as, the matrix is fiber and the ground substance. Fibers are made up of collagen fiber and elastic fiber, and the ground substance are made up of tissue and the glycosaminoglycans and proteoglycans. Okay, components of the cartilage cells. The cells of the cartilage are called, there are two types, okay, chondroblast and chondrocytes. Chondroblast means the cell forming are called as chondroblast, and the cell's death is called as chondrocyte. Fibers are called as collagen fibers and elastic fibers. Ground substance are called mucopolysaccharides. Like what are those? Chondroitin sulfate, creatine sulfate and hyaluronic acid. So just know cartilage consists of cells, fibers and ground substance. These are these are the things which forms the cartilage. So cells are called as chondroblast cells and chondrocyte cell. Fibers are called as collagen fibers and elastic fiber. Ground substance are called as mucopolysaccharides, chondroitin sulfate, creatine sulfate and hyaluronic acid. Next, see here the cells what you can see here. See here, these are the cells what you're looking. They are called as the chondroblast cells. Can you see here? So these are the cells. Okay, this part what you see, they are called as a matrix. So remember, these are the what they see here. They are all chondrocyte you're seeing, and this part what you see, they are called as a chondroblast. Okay, the space you can make out here in between the cell. You can see the space. No, the space is here like this. The cells are there and surrounding like this part. This is the space what you see. That space is called as a lacunae. The space is called as a lacunae. So remember these points. Okay. So these are the thing. Chondroblasts, they are the cells what you look, and the next what is the space you see here. These are called as a lacunae. Okay. What do you mean by, see, each cell is covered by layer. Okay. That layer is called as a perichondrium. So if I tell you, the cartilage is covered externally by dense connective tissue sheath known as perichondrium, except here. Which part? That is articular cartilage and fibrocartilage don't have perichondrium, whereas all other cartilage have perichondrium. Okay, it has got two layers, okay, outer fibrous layer and inner chondrogenic layer. So there are two layers in the perichondrium. One is called as outer fibrous layer, one more is called inner cellular layer. Has cell which can regrow cartilage to some extent if the cartilage is damaged. Okay, so perichondrium, you remember, it is external, externally by dense connective tissue. Okay, two region it is absent. One is called articular cartilage and one more is called as fibrocartilage. It has got two layers, that is outer fibrous layer is vascular, inner chondrogenic layer it is cellular. Okay. The cells, okay, if you see the cells, all the cells are derived from undifferentiated mesenchymal cell. They are all derived from the undifferentiated mesenchymal cell. Young cells are small, which branch cytoplasmic process known as chondroblast. They multiply to chondrocyte. They will multiply to chondrocytes, okay. So outer and older and mature cell are known as chondrocyte. So you should remember, young cells are called as a chondroblast, and the older and the mature cells are known as a chondrocyte. Older and mature cell are known as a chondrocyte. Okay. The chondrocytes are bigger in size and are found in space called as lacunae. I told what do you mean by lacunae. See, these are the chondrocyte cell. Okay, so the space what you see here, they are called as this part, that is called a lacunae. They are found either in group of two. You can see here they are arranged in the group of two, or in the 2 to 4 cell together, known as this appearance of cell we call it as cell nest. You have seen the nest to know how the nest will be. The same way here we call it a cell nest. They are responsible for production of fibers and ground substance of cartilage. Older mature cells are incapable of multiplication. Older cell, you see there will be a stoppage of growth of some time. That is called older or mature cell are incapable of multiplication. Okay, now next part. This is the part what you have to know. Okay, what are the three types of cartilage? They are called hyaline cartilage, elastic cartilage, and wide fibrocartilage. So there are three types of cartilage. So the three types of cartilage are hyaline, elastic, and wide fibrocartilage. So we look in the diagram all the three types of cartilage. Okay, you can see in the diagram here, this is about the hyaline cartilage. So you can see it consists of outer layer called as a perichondrium, and the inner cell you can see. It consists of the cell. These are called a chondrocyte cell, which are arranged in 2 to 4 groups of cell. Okay, the space is called as a lacunae, and you can see the staining, the matrix is stained blue. So it is because of the presence of acid here called as a hyaluronic acid, because of it. So labeling you can make out. Perichondrium consists of two layers, outer fibrous layer, inner cellular layer, and this is a part isogenous. You can see here chondrocyte which are arranged in the cell nest matter. Here you can see the territorial. See, these are the cell which are enclosed by territorial matrix, and in between the two is called an interterritorial matrix. So go through all this thing. Okay, hyaline cartilage, perichondrium present, characterized by the presence of highly basophilic homogeneous matrix, appear homogeneous as collagen fiber present in them have same refractive index as ground substance because of it. Okay. Cell encapsulated in group of 2 or 4 cell, matrix around the cell is brighter and deep in color than the area. This matrix is known as territorial matrix. Two groups are separated by lightly colored matrix known as interterritorial matrix. Just know what do you mean by territorial matrix and interterritorial matrix. Okay, so in hyaline cartilage, the cells are arranged in cell nest matter. This is how the histology slide will appear for you. You can see the cell, how the small cell. This is part what you see, perichondrium, and this is the part you are looking. Okay, this is how the higher magnification you are seeing. You can see perichondrium, chondroblast cell, cell nest, matrix, and chondrocyte arranged in lacunae. Okay, this is the next figure. You can make out how the cells are and how it appears. Okay, where they are present, distribution, it is present in the costal cartilage. Okay, costal cartilage, articular cartilage, you can see here in the bone. If you look at bone, this is the end of the bone like this. This part is made up of articular cartilage, thyroid cartilage, cricoid and arytenoid. It is the cartilage of the larynx, tracheal rings, parts of nasal septum and epiphyseal plate. All this region, you learn the examples, okay, all these things which are made up of cartilage. Costal cartilage, articular cartilage, thyroid, cricoid, arytenoid, tracheal rings, parts of nasal septum and epiphyseal plate. All of these are made up of hyaline cartilage. Okay, next you are seeing the next cartilage, that is called as a elastic cartilage. Okay, where do you see elastic cartilage? The word perichondrium. If you look at the perichondrium, it is present, characterized by presence of elastic fibers in abundance which branch anastomo. Chondrocytes are larger than those of hyaline cartilage. Chondrocytes are found in, you should remember this, the chondrocytes are found in single or in 2 in lacunae. Chondrocytes are found in single or in 2 in lacunae. Okay, so remember here the point how the chondrocytes are present. See, this is how the slide will appear. See, the perichondrium is present. You can see the fiber here, elastic fibers in between. All these are elastic fiber running. And you can see the chondrocyte which are arranged singly. You can see the chondrocyte here. So you can see that these are the elastic fibers. And you can see the chondrocyte. See the size of the chondrocyte, it is larger and they are arranged singly. Okay. Okay, this is how the slide will appear. You can see the pinkish color and you can see the chondrocyte there, and you can see in between all the elastic fibers there. So this is how the slide of the elastic cartilage will appear. Okay, this is a higher magnification you are looking, where you can see the elastic cartilage. You can look the perichondrium, chondroblast, matrix with elastic fiber, and chondrocyte in lacunae. You can see that. Okay, this is a higher magnification of elastic cartilage. Okay, where they are placed. If you see a rubber band, how it stretches, right? The stretchable, how it will be. The same way the elastic cartilage. Like you can see your E. Okay, mnemonics to remember elastic cartilage is E, ear pinna, eustachian tube, and epiglottis. Okay, so remember your ear pinna. You pull. Okay, leave it. It will come back to its origin position. Same way the elastic cartilage. So example are ear pinna. We call it as external acoustic meatus. Epiglottis and eustachian tube are all made up of elastic cartilage. So see here, this is the part what you see, that is the epiglottis, which is made up of elastic cartilage. Okay, see the ear pinna. See, this is the ear pinna, and here comes the epiglottis. You can see they are all made up of elastic cartilage. Okay, next about wide fibrocartilage. Okay, so remember, in the wide fibrocartilage, what is absent? The perichondrium is characteristically absent, has thick bundles of collagen fibers. Chondrocyte are between, they are present in the row. See here, they are present. Chondrocyte are seen between these fibers in single or in narrow rows. So remember that. Okay. Okay, so you see the figure here. You can see the how the fibers, collagen fibers are arranged. And you can see the chondrocyte which are arranged in rows. You can make out the chondrocyte are arranged in rows. Okay. Can you see the perichondrium here? So you can tell there is no perichondrium in wide fibrocartilage. Perichondrium is absent in wide fibrocartilage. So wide fibrocartilage, if you look, the perichondrium is absent. See, this is the slide how it appears. Okay, this is a higher magnification of the slide you are looking, where you can see the chondrocyte and the matrix and how you can see. See, there the chondrocyte are arranged in rows. Okay, the distribution of the wide fibrocartilage, it is present in the, you can see this is a vertebra. In between the vertebra there is intervertebral disc. Intervertebral disc consists of wide fibrocartilage and pubic symphysis, that is a pubic bone. Okay, you see the wide fibrocartilage. So remember, wide fibrocartilage present in intervertebral disc and pubic symphysis. Then articular disc of the mandible. You can see here articular disc of the mandible is made up of wide fibrocartilage. Okay, menisci of the knee joint is made up of wide fibrocartilage. Example, pubic symphysis, mandibulo-sternal joint, intervertebral disc, glenoidal labrum of shoulder joint, acetabular labrum of hip joint, etc. are all made up of wide fibrocartilage. Okay, this is the just to have a revise of the class. Okay. So, know the cartilage are of three types. One is called hyaline cartilage, one is called elastic cartilage, and one more is called as wide fibrocartilage. So, in the hyaline cartilage you have seen perichondrium is present. In elastic, perichondrium is present. Here no perichondrium. Okay. So, then the perichondrium is arranged in two cells, outer fibrous layer, inner cellular layer. Okay, outer fibrous layer, inner cellular layer. Then the chondrocyte, you see here they are chondrocyte. Okay, so if you look chondrocyte here, they are arranged in a pattern that is called a cell nest. Whereas in elastic cartilage, if you see, they are arranged singly. Whereas here they are arranged in rows. So you can make out the difference of the chondrocyte, how they are arranged in all the three. Here cell nest, here singly, and here they are arranged in rows. So learn the difference between all the three. Okay, hyaline, elastic and wide fibrocartilage, and write the difference between all the three and practice these diagrams. Okay, so you can see the matrix here, it is bluish because of the presence of hyaluronic acid. Okay, this is about the today's class. So revise about this class and go through it and practice the diagram and learn everything. Okay, so I've discussed all everything of today's class. Okay, thank you.